In this video, I will teach you how to draw a 3D tire in BricsCAD. We are going to start by drawing an ellipse. So go to the ellipse tool and make your ellipse look like mine. Then we are going to draw a line a bit off center in the bottom part of the ellipse. Okay, now we need to trim the unnecessary parts of the ellipse. We also don't need the line anymore. To help us later on, we are going to draw a center line. Okay, and then at the bottom left corner of the ellipse, we are going to draw a spline. So look at my geometry and take it over. Okay, now we join everything. Okay, we want to get rid of this sharp corner, so go to Edit Spline, Edit Vertex, and Delete. Then select this vertex, and it will be a bit less sharp. Okay, we don't need the right part of this profile anymore, so we are going to trim it. And then adjust the profile a little bit before we mirror it. So adjust yours like I just did. And then go to the 2D mirror tool. Okay, now we are going to join those two splines. Now offset it, choose a distance of about 4.7 and delete that middle line. Okay, now connect the bottom parts so we have one closed profile. Now join everything. Okay, now we are going to draw the middle line again. For this, the appropriate snap settings aren't selected, so go to the snap settings and select it, and then draw the center line. Now we need to draw a 3-point arc. So select a random point on the left. For this, the snap settings are best turned off. Then select a point on the center line. And select about the same point on the right as you did on the left. Since we want this arc to be symmetric, we are going to trim the right side and then mirror the left side. So go ahead and do that, and then join those two parts so it becomes one arc again. Okay, then we are going to offset this arc a little bit above, and on the left and right we are going to draw two tilted lines. There are still some unnecessary lines we need to trim, so go to the trim tool, select these lines and trim it. Okay, now we have our profile and we join all the lines. So this is what we have now. We are going to draw a horizontal line, which will be our rotation axis for later. And the first profile we don't need for now, so we are going to hide it. Okay, now we are going to draw some features for later on. So go to the 3-point arc and draw an arc which looks like mine. So I'm going to adjust the bottom point a little bit, like this. And then I'm going to offset this arc to the top. We're going to connect the left points and draw a vertical line at the right side. And then at the right side we are going to trim the unnecessary lines. So select them all and then select the unnecessary parts. So that leaves us with this closed entity. We're going to join it and then mirror it. Okay, so the additional features are now drawn. So we can revolve this profile around our horizontal axis. And that creates this surface. Okay, now these two shapes we have drawn have to be moved to the top of the tire surface. So first move them to the horizontal axis and then move them up. They have to be slightly above the surface. So that leaves us with this. Now we are going to extrude these shapes. For this, pick a height that comes under the surface. Create a polar array of these shapes. For this, go to 3D array. Then enter 28 items for a 360 degrees angle and specify the rotation axis. Okay, that should bring you to this. Now we need to subtract all these little shapes from our main surface. So select them with appropriate windows. Make sure you don't forget anything. When you have selected them all, press enter. And that creates this surface. Okay, to make it a little bit more real, we are going to draw a rectangle around the center line and extrude it. So make sure it is above the surface and extrude it beneath the surface. And now go to the subtract tool. Okay, so now we are almost done. Remember the first profile from in the beginning of the video? We are going to bring it back and also revolve it around our horizontal axis. So then we have our tire. You can still union everything, so we have one solid. And this is the end result.